Unpopular opinion. A lot of women require a man to meet their financial needs, but they can't meet a man's needs, and his needs are actually free. He wants you to be loving, respectful, caring, kind, loyal, show some affection, actually initiate sex here and there, show him that you want him, know how to say I'm sorry, take some accountability, listen whenever he speaks. And you can't do any of these free things, but you expect for that man to provide your lifestyle. Take care of your friends whenever y'all all go out and about, because that seems to be a new thing going around. Make sure that you are taken care of. Your hair's done, your nails done, you got a new car, your rent paid, all your bills is handled. But you can't meet any of his needs, and his needs are actually free.
Men are done with dating and modern women are finally figuring it out. We've got a video for you here today from Logical Dating 101. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way in, and let's get into it.
I went out to a bar 2 nights in a row for a bachelorette weekend, and you guys know I'm a mommy, I'm almost 28, so like I'm not familiar with the scene. I just want to have a conversation about what I observed. I was just shocked at the men. The young men don't act like they used to. They were all very much wanting to be perceived, like very bad. And I'm just not used to that. Like I remember when I was in my early 20s, that's just not how men acted. Like they were trying to like lay low and like worship the girls.
She was shocked that men at the bar were not worshipping women. That's just a dumb thing to expect. Men were never meant to worship women as if they were gods. That level of expectation just shows how delusional these people are.
There was live music. The whole front row was men. And at one point I thought I was on drugs because the DJ started playing Taylor Swift and all the men start screaming. And they're jumping up and down. I'm pretty sure this group of guys got so hyped by Taylor Swift, they picked up the littlest guy and just like started like doing this with him. They were so excited. There were multiple times where I was with my group of girlfriends. Obviously, I'm not trying to like talk to men, but I do have a very, very pretty single friend.
It's come to the point where if guys want to go out and have fun, women are judging them for it, as if men were supposed to put their fun on hold for women who aren't even interested in them. They just want the attention and the free drinks. And
I just like assumed everywhere she went, like there would be guys like thirsting over her. But no, like we literally would walk, like for example, we would walk to an entrance around the same time as like a group of guys. This happened multiple times. And the group of guys would just like cut in front of us. Like they wanted us to perceive them. And I was just like, that was like rude. Like normally they're like after you. Maybe I'm just like so old now, but like that's a thing of the past. It seems that the nonchalantness and the no simping has completely changed men. And I'm curious, like, do girls like this? Like, is there nothing wrong with this? Maybe I'm just being an ancient old mommy.
You can't expect men to act like gentlemen when modern women spent the last few decades shaming men for not being good enough. At some point, men just figured that they weren't going to let entitled modern women get in the way of their good times. It really is that simple.
Recently, I asked for women, specifically those who say that they despise all men, to explain what the reasoning was behind their hatred. I mainly received 2 responses from that. The first being is that some of those women possibly experienced some type of abuse or trauma from a man or multiple men in their past. But when I pointed out that a person's past traumas are not excuses for current bad behaviors, that did not go over very well.
That's because modern women want attention and sympathy, not to actually grow. They chase after the wrong men multiple times and then just blame all men for her terrible decisions, so they get defensive when everybody doesn't flock to back up her horrible attitude.
And then there was the second response, was that men commit the majority of crime in this world, and therefore they cannot be trusted. But when I asked, does that excuse stereotyping of certain ethnic groups or religious groups as well? And all there was silence. So I really didn't get a reasonable or rational response to why they hate men. Because remember, there is no reasonable or rational response to hatred, because hatred itself is irrational.
There is nothing rational about what's happening between modern women and men. It's all about justifying their rage towards an entire group of men who have done nothing wrong, and when that's pointed out, they just respond with even more hate.
If a guy asks me my body count, I never speak to him again. If you're a person whose brain just went, oh, that's because she has a high body count, I want you
Probably, but there's a good chance you're too mid to have that high of a body count. So hopefully men are putting you in your place and not giving you that simp attention.
to listen to this. When a man asks me my body count, it is for one purpose.
Okay.
I want to make a judgment about your character based on your body count.
That's because a woman's body count is a key factor in her personality. It shows how much or little respect she has for her own body and how freely she gives away her body to men who pay attention to her. And if she gets defensive, we all know what kind of woman that truly is.
Absolutely, as he should, as he should. Why would a guy want to waste his precious time and money, by the way, on a whore? Why? Why? If you get offended by that, that says way more about you than it does about him. I think that should be a mandatory thing. I think they should add body counts on dating apps, especially since women get to add height filters now. Really, bitch? Really? But remember, women are allergic to accountability. So we have to force it on these, and that's what we do here, okay? For the sake of society.
Her solution is kind of pointless. Even if a woman is required to post her body count on a dating app, she'll just do what she does in real life. Divide that number by 3, subtract by 5, and then lie about the number that they end up getting. You'll never actually get an honest answer to the body count question.
Why were you just staring at me?
What?
Cotton 4K, champ!
You got ring lights, did you?
I'm trying to document my fitness journey. Instead, I'm documenting creeps like you.
I'm gonna finish up over there. Good luck with
You
everything.
wish you could handle all this.
Okay, alright. Yeah.
Sicko.
Whoa, why were you just staring at me?
Are you being serious right now?
Save it, dude. It's
Oh.
all going on my day in the life. Gym vlog.
You brought a camcorder to the gym? Why would you do
Because
that?
I'm trying to document my fitness
That's
journey.
like from the 90s,
But
dude.
instead, I'm documenting creeps like you.
Okay, look, miss.
This is where we're at in today's day and age.
Modern women have claimed that men have turned the gym into an unsafe place, yet they're the ones who go out of their way to humiliate men who are just minding their own business and just want to work out in peace. The irony is just truly lost on them.
Why were you staring at me?
I wasn't staring at you.
Save it! It's all going in the documentary.
Did you say documentary?
Surprise!
Camera speed.
Sound speed.
Okay, punch it in for a close-up on the creep.
And that's when I knew it was time to switch gyms.
You brought a cameraman and a sound guy to the
I
gym.
wanted to make a Netflix documentary about my fitness journey, but instead I'm filming it about creeps like you!
Is there a problem, sir?
Just let me leave the gym in peace.
Sicko. Scumbag.
You disgust me.
This is going in my photo collage. This is going in my home videos.
And this is going in my scrapbook.
The sad part is that this isn't too far off. Modern women don't record at the gym to document their fitness journey. That could be done with photos at home. It's obvious that they just want online attention, and the easiest way to do that is to shame random men who are minding their own business.
This is going in our movie.
And so our story concludes with this creepy little lurking loser not learning his lesson.
You brought a film crew and a film director to the gym?
He's won 3 Oscars.
You're gonna get a lot of work in this business, pal. You're playing the creep. It's gonna sell out everywhere.
Just let me leave the gym in peace!
It's actually rather surprising that there hasn't been a Netflix documentary about random fitness influencers who complain about men at the gym. Netflix could totally eat that garbage up and make a movie out of it.
I've been ignoring this for a while, but I'm going to say it now. I'm all for feminism, fully. But somewhere along the way, a lot of you all forgot it was not about pulling men down to feel powerful. It was about standing beside them. Not above, not below, beside. And I say this with love. But the moment I use a male example to explain shame or emotional stuff in my videos, the rage in the comments, it's wild. Suddenly I'm defending men. Suddenly it's patriarchy this, patriarchy that. Babe, no, that's not feminism.
She's wrong. Womanism was never about equality. It was about demeaning men and destroying traditional roles in today's society. It allowed modern women to have the excuse to act as terribly as they wanted because at the end of the day, they can just blame men for it.
That's revenge. That's bitterness. If anger and blame are driving you, that's not healing. That's projection. And don't get me wrong. I know the system's been hell on women. I get it. But hating men, that's not the solution. In fact, I'm just going to go by my own experience as a coach. I get more male clients than female. These are men doing the inner work, unlearning shame, taking accountability. So if you think men are not trying, You're just not looking at the right places. I just don't understand the double standards. You get to throw tantrums and call it hormones, or this is just how girls are. But when he shuts down, suddenly he's a red flag.
The double standards are there because modern women have been told their whole lives that they are empowered victims, that they can do whatever they want, but they're also oppressed at the same time. It's a series of contradictions that only make sense inside their own heads.
Like, babe, he's socially conditioned to suppress. He's unlearning decades of emotional shutdown. See, I'm not here to excuse bad behavior. No, not at all. But I'm here to say healing doesn't happen through blame. It happens through accountability, space, connection. You want better relationships? Stop playing team woman versus team men. Start making it you versus your pattern. Because we have got flaws too. We have got ego too. And healing starts when we stop pointing fingers and start holding mirrors. Not everyone's ready for that. But if you are, let's go.
Men were not socially conditioned to suppress. This is something that men naturally do. It's not a flaw in men. What women will never understand is that men experience and control emotions differently. There's nothing wrong with that, but modern women will always think it's wrong.
Disturbing video about a married woman who played a prank about wanting to divorce her husband, which resulted in their divorce.
I took some stupid advice from some of my girlfriends regarding a joke that they have done with their husbands or boyfriend. The joke is basically telling your partner that you want to break up or that you want a divorce.
Bro, your friends hate you.
Yeah. Okay. Whoa. Okay. First of all, these friends are terrible.
How is that a prank? There's nothing funny about going to the man who trusts you and is loyal to you and telling him that you want a divorce. That's just betrayal, and there's no way a man is going to see the humor in that, and it makes no sense that she would think that would be seen as a prank in the first place.
Well, I never wanted to do it and thought it was cruel to do, especially to someone you love. But I was convinced after they kept pestering me about it, as I was the only one that hasn't done it yet out of the 5 of us. They further convinced me about it when they told me the reactions their partner had afterwards. Stupidly, I did it last week, and my husband's reaction wasn't what I thought it would be.
I'll explain the rest. She was just in the house on a random night with her husband and said to him, like, I'm not happy anymore, I want a divorce. And she says he didn't respond. He got up, packed up a bag, left, and cut off contact with her completely.
I mean, let's face it. There's every possibility, depending on how seriously she delivered the line, that he's never going to believe that it was supposed to be a joke.
In other words, she wanted her friends to get off her back about it, so instead of sticking up for herself and defending her marriage, she gave in. And she honestly expected her husband to react with a laugh, but there aren't many men who would laugh at something like that.
Should you pay for the bill if it's your boyfriend's birthday dinner? I posted a TikTok about this, and I got annihilated in the comment section. But yeah, I think it's a matter of preference, and I don't think it's like that deep. And every relationship is different.
I am really convinced that some of you just do not like the men that you are with. Like, what do you mean? Just because your boyfriend pays for every single meal when you go out, it does not mean that he's not going to feel a certain way when he has to pay for his birthday dinner.
It's not a matter of preference, it's a matter of respect. A man shouldn't have to pay for his own dinner on his birthday, especially when modern women demand that men go above and beyond to make her feel special on her birthday.
And the fact that you had to ask the question indicates that even if that man offered to pay for his own dinner, you would let him. And that's the problem, because you shouldn't invite him to a dinner out that's very nice, $200 and $300. Like, that's not nothing. Then allow him to pay for his dinner. Like, you should be fighting him for that check, even if he was fighting you back. I don't get it. And it makes sense why so many women were in the comments of your original video, which, thank goodness, there's enough good women out there to try to drive some sense into you that you shouldn't be asking this question. And if you are, then you really don't like the man and he deserves better.
If you honestly need to go online to defend your idea that a man should pay for his own birthday dinner, then it's fairly obvious what you see in that man. It's not his loyalty or leadership. You just love his wallet and you love having access to it. That's really just it.
Yeah, I got him in here cooking tonight after he worked 12 hours, see?
For all of you that have seen my original video on this, there is an update she has posted. Before I slide in what I need to say, let's watch that video.
So me and my husband are in a huge fight right now. He actually left, and he said he's going to stay gone until I get my act together. So I'm going to tell you what happened, okay?
That man had every right to leave. It's bad enough that she made him cook dinner after working a 12-hour shift, but then she made it worse by humiliating him online for no reason, and you can tell that this has been going on for a long time before he finally left her.
Pretty much, he works like 70 hours a week, okay? And I asked him if we can go out to eat. We went out to eat yesterday, and I asked him again if we can go out to eat again. He said that this can't be something we do on a routine basis. And I'm just like, why not? Why not? When you have the money to do it and you make all that money, why can't we do that? And he says, because we're supposed to be saving. We're supposed to save. What are we investing in? Why are we saving in the first place?
You should be saving money on general principle. It's good to have a little nest egg to put away for emergencies or for the future. And if she's looking at him and acting like he should be spending all of his money on her, then she never respected him and what he did for her.
Okay? First of all, what I'm not going to do is sit here and allow someone to tell me what my money, that's my money too, because we're married. I'm not going to allow someone to tell me what my money is going to go towards. Okay? Simple as that. And if he's going to keep it up, then he don't have to come back.
First of all, bravo to your husband for standing up for himself. That man needs to stay gone. Second of all, girl, it sounds like you're going to lose a whole husband over dinners. Thirdly, your money is really his money when you're not being a team player. And it will quickly, faster than you expect, return to his money forever, even when you decide you do want to be a team player when he decides to remain gone.
It's not her money. He's the one who goes out and works 70 hours a week. And if he's the one who's earning that money, then he's the one who gets a say in how it's spent. It really is that simple.
Why are you looking at me like that? Is this too inappropriate to work to the gym?
Man, you look hot as fuck.
Thought you were judging me.
Why on earth would I judge you?
Because there's like controversy right now about what women can wear to the gym.
This is cuck maxing. But like, does it make me look inappropriate? She's asking that because she knows that this outfit makes her look like a whore.
Oh my god, the way it brings out your shoulders though.
Yeah, the shoulders. That's why she's wearing this. I'm sure that's all Tyrone is looking at, is your girl's shoulders.
There is no controversy. The fact is, if a woman is in a relationship, she shouldn't be dressing that way to go to the gym out of not only respect for him, but also out of respect for the relationship itself. If she's dressing that way, then she has no respect for either.
I'm starting to feel uncomfortable wearing certain things to the gym because I feel like people are judging me and like staring.
They're just creeps, Ariel. Who's the weird one? The guy looking at you working out, or the girl working out?
The weird one is the one dressed as legally naked as possible to a public facility. She wants the sexual attention from all the other random men in the gym because you're not enough for her, brother. She does not respect you. She's using you because, like an entitled, spoiled adult child, she can do whatever she wants because you're going to permit it. Makes your shoulders look good. That is so tough.
In my opinion, that man just needs to leave her ass, okay? The fact that he even has to request that the woman not dress that way to go to the gym is completely ridiculous to me. Guys, if your woman does this to you, she doesn't respect you. It's that simple.
What's your thoughts on actually meeting someone out and about in person if they just cold approached you on the streets?
This is hard. I feel like it's a lost art, but also whenever somebody does it to me, I tend to immediately shut it down. I wish people met each other organically more often, but whenever it starts to happen to me, I'm like, no, I'm okay. I'm good.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I really couldn't tell you.
Has that happened to you in New York City?
Yes. And I also think it always happens when I'm like occupied with something, like I'm working or I'm reading or I'm not just like sitting down. So I'm always like, would rather be doing what I'm doing than to be talking to this person that I don't know.
With that explanation, she's already proven why men don't bother approaching. If he's not approaching in the right way, then he's doing it at the wrong time. She's set up the game so that men can't win, so men have simply decided to stop playing because there is no point in playing that game. But anyway, guys, we are going to be leaving today's episode there. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out. Click this video that's up on the screen now if you want to see more. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.